Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Please relax, settle in. A special welcome to those of you watching in Texas and Pennsylvania. Thank you. After Game 5 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. You been watching this, Guillermo?
Yes, Jimmy.
You just pull a string, he says, yes, Jimmy. It doesn't matter.
No, it's a great series.
So anyway, the Astros evened it up last night in an unprecedented way. 4 Houston pitchers combined to throw the first no-hitter in a World Series since 1956. And see, that's baseball for you. This is a sport in which one of the most exciting things that can happen is nothing happening. Although, I have to say, to me, a real no-hitter means 1 pitcher, not 4 pitchers. I mean, Don Larson threw 9 innings. So 4 pitchers is like saying I carried a baby grand piano up 6 flights of stairs. Then you find out 3 other guys carried it up the top 3 flights of the stairs. Still impressive, not the same. Either way, it was a real momentum killer for the Phillies, who dominated Game 4 and forced outfielder Kyle Schwarber to answer one of the least answerable questions after a game in baseball history.
Just to be part of this end of baseball history, just how does it feel when you realize this is just the second World Series no-no?
Yeah, I really don't give Nope, move on tomorrow. It's cool. We'll be in the history books, I guess.
Yeah, it feels great. How do you think it feels? How does it feel? Kyle, how does it feel to be one of the designers of a ship like the Hindenburg? Can you describe that for us? Before the game, our guest tonight, Rob McElhenney, who is from Philadelphia, was paired up with Miles Teller to catch the first pitch. They did a dual first pitch, which, again, this doesn't count to me. You throw the first pitch. They didn't even squat down to catch the first pitch. I'm going to take this up with Rob when he gets out here. I wonder if he'll sit in the chair tonight or he'll just stand in front of it, right? You have to give 110% always. Not only is Rob missing the baseball game tonight, the Philadelphia Eagles are playing on Thursday Night Football. This is kind of crazy. The Phillies are playing the Houston Astros. The Eagles are playing the Houston Texans. And Rob is going to be missing both of those games. But this is from the Eagles on Sunday. You know, a lot has been said about Philadelphia sports fans. They're drunk, they're loud, they're angry, they're abusive. But one thing that hasn't been said is they're romantic.
Woo! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Tell you, when they puked all over each other, there wasn't a dry eye in the parking lot. We tracked that couple down. They will be with us to chat and celebrate their nuptials later. There's some big happenings at Netflix today. Netflix, we've heard a lot about this. They launched their new ad-supported subscription plan, which means Netflix will now have commercials. Commercials on TV. What will Netflix think of next? Movies in theaters? I mean, Netflix subscription with commercials is $3 a month cheaper than the basic subscription without. It's funny, most kids today don't even know what commercials are. Like, when we go to a hotel or something, I put my kids in front of Nickelodeon, a fabric softener commercial comes on, they're like, hey, somebody turned off our show. I don't think that's healthy. By the time you're 10 years old, you should know the Pillsbury Doughboy. You should know the Michelin Man. You should know that mentally ill Cocoa Puffs bird. You should know them. It's part of being American. By age 12, you should have the Cars for Kids jingle memorized and know all the ingredients in Centrum Silver. Right, Guillermo?
You're totally right, Jimmy.
So anyway, congratulations to Netflix. Welcome to the gutter with the rest of us. On Saturday, we have one of the biggest Powerball jackpots ever. It's up to $1.5 billion, which obviously is a lot. To make that much money, to make $1.5 billion, you'd have to first become a superstar rapper, then marry a Kardashian, then make a huge deal with Adidas, and then not go on a month-long anti-Semitic rant. That's how hard it is. And maybe you've heard the artist formerly known as an artist, Kanye West, has taken a financial hit. in the wake of his racist lunacy. According to Forbes magazine, his deal with Adidas was estimated at $1.5 billion. Now, without the deal, his net worth is down to $400 million. And so some of Kanye's remaining fans have decided to set up GoFundMe accounts to help him recoup the money. Who's the gold digger now, huh? Why would anyone, people give money. Why would you give money to this? Let me tell you something. There's a GoFundMe for a guy who wants to remove a tattoo of cherries they assume look too much like testicles from his body. If you want to go fund someone, go fund him. Or give the money to this lady who wants $800 to buy Christmas presents for her ferrets. Either one of those is a worthier cause than donating to Kanye West. The new thing we're learning about is that Kanye has a thing for Hitler to the point where he would speak openly and even had to pay a settlement for speaking admiringly about Hitler with his employees.
Settlements that I reviewed show that Kanye West paid a former employee after he made allegations that Kanye frequently used anti-Semitic language in workplace settings. This employee said that multiple times Kanye praised Hitler and Nazis during work meetings.
Oh, now come on, not during work meetings. I mean, praise Hitler at home on your own time. Say what. But that's the thing about Kanye. He's unpredictable. When other people zig heil, he zag heils, you know? No, don't. It's not. I know it was funny. You don't have to do that. President Biden last night gave a speech on the state of democracy. Turns out it's not great. It's thanks to the lies that have been spread by, I won't mention his name, but a sore loser former president. Things are bad. Biden talking about Trump last night felt like Gandalf talking about Sauron. Tell your master the armies of Mordor must disband. Lord of the Rings, no nerds here? Okay. But the midterm elections are on Tuesday, and we have a tough decision ahead. On the one hand, our democracy is being threatened by extremists who want power at all costs, even if it means burning us to the ground. On the other hand, gas is $4 a gallon now. So this is the time when campaigns pull out all the stops. There's a state comptroller from Illinois, I think. Her name's Susana Mendoza. She just got an endorsement from not a major name, but a really good one.
I'm Susana Mendoza. I've worked hard to help people and fix our state's finances to get Illinois ready for its growth spurt.
She delivers big.
She's a firecracker.
Okay, now, that gentleman, you see his... No, we did not fool around with that. That is his name. Dick Bigger Jr. He was named after Ted Cruz's Google search history. You know, the crazy thing is he's a junior. That means there's an even bigger Dick Bigger out there. But Dick Bigger Jr. has a point. This is an important election. Every American has the right to make a choice unless you're a woman in Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Idaho, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, Missouri, Mississippi, or Louisiana. But this is why you have to vote. You have to register and you have to vote. If Republicans get control of Congress, they will almost certainly pass a nationwide ban on abortion. It's already happened in a number of states. And by Christmas time, every woman in America could be forced to own one of these.
The new state rules on abortion are so confusing. What are you allowed to do with your body in your state? From the makers of Elf on the Shelf, it's the birth control. The doll that makes sure your uterus stays in accordance with local laws.
His eyes are glowing.
That means you're menstruating.
How does it know that?
It tracks your cycle.
I don't want that.
It doesn't matter what you want. The birth control has the legal authority to destroy your unsanctioned birth control pills, monitor your diet, cancel your IVF appointments.
Hello, ignore him.
Scan your private messages, investigate the contents of your stool, and so much more.
I'm out of here.
Of course you can go. It's a free country. But before you do, the birth control just needs to make sure you're not leaving the state to have an abortion. Just leave a sample on the built-in pregnancy test.
I'm not peeing on that.
Do you want to go to your aunt's funeral in Wisconsin or not? The birth control. Delivery isn't just free, it's mandatory. From the makers of Unwanted Baby Barbie and Republic Pen.
Barbie's my fertility vessel.
Well, that's fun for the kids. All right, we have one more thing. It is Thursday night. That means it's time to bleep and blur the big moments of the week, whether they need it or not. It is this week in Unnecessary Censorship.
I spent time working with Debbie. She wasn't there nearly that long when I was there, but my point is we became good friends because she has enormous
6:40 now. Have you a pumpkin yet?
I haven't, but I know somebody who has.
Kevin McCarthy, as Speaker of the House, fills you with what?
I don't want to say it out loud, but
One time I said to this woman, when was the last time you a monkey? And she said, can you smell it on me?
True story, I did it in your wedding. I swallowed by accident.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, this is going to be a problem.
And remember, he even told us he a dog. That dog didn't even belong to him. He was us then. And I wonder where's that dog at today? That dog probably saying, oh, no.
I'm back home. I'm in Lexington, South Carolina. Miss Dyson's right here. Her daughter, Ashley. Oh, sorry.
You gotta learn how to do everything with one hand when you have a tiny Kelly.
There
we go.
He wanted to pursue the relationship. And I was like, if you're not serious and you're not ready, don't come in my and try to the queen when I'm trying to look for a king. Okay?